This is Manuka Subaru Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by USA Metal Roofs on MyTV.
Welcome to the North Pocono Sports Complex. We're in Moscow, Lackawanna County. Tonight, it's a Lackawanna Football Conference Division 1 matchup between two teams fighting for the playoffs. It's Wallenpaupack and North Pocono. A pleasant good evening, everyone. I'm Bob Ide, and welcome to week number 7 of high school football here on MyTV WQMY. Amanda Cool's on the sidelines, and once again in the booth, former Tunkhannock area coach Jan Sechak. And the push for the playoffs, the district playoffs, starts tonight in a month. We might see these two teams in the playoffs. We're going to check out the District 2 4A standings. We see Wyoming area, Dallas, Valley View up top, of course. What we don't see, Coach, the Trojans and the Buckhorns, they're not in it right now.
They're not. They've been fighting all year with the toughest schedules I've seen that the schedule gods have given them, and they battle week in and week out, and they're really, very fortunate to be where they are. Only having 2 wins doesn't say much, but they really are fighting. And tonight it starts, Bob, like you said, and it's because time is running out. They're running out of games to play.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the Buckhorns. They won their opening 2 games of the season. They proceeded then to lose the next 4. If they want to pull off the win tonight, and it's a must-win probably, they need a big night from our Manuka Subaru Spotlight player, Dylan Pedrazzle.
547 yards, 7 touchdowns. Doc Watson feeds that young man the ball, and it's the defense's job to try and stop him, and he's been really, really good in the red zone.
He will not start because of team discipline, but we will see him the rest of the way. Let's turn to the Trojans now. Kind of the same thing, up and down. In the Scranton game, they led 27-6. They ended up losing that game. Of course, they lost last week to Delaware Valley. No slouch, a very good team.
Big team.
So tonight, another must-win. They have to have their offensive line play well and our other Manuka Subaru Spotlight player, Kevin Wickheiser.
Kevin Wickheiser, 318 yards of offense. Doesn't sound like a lot, but he's gotten key first downs to keep drives alive for them all season long. More importantly, on the defensive side, he's been involved with 45 tackles, 11 solos, and 3 tackle for losses.
Keys to the game from both coaches, the Toyota keys to the game. Let's check out first for the Buckhorns.
For the Buckhorns, Doc Watson wants to eliminate mistakes, and he also wants to try to capitalize on their offensive series. And then for North Pocono, Coach Dolan, almost the same thing. He wants to really set up his offense with a great defensive stance, and then he also wants to eliminate the mistakes that they have run into at times.
Well, we had some rain this morning, not raining now, but will it rain during the game? Let's check in now with meteorologist Mike Susko from the Fox 56 News, first at 10.
Good evening, Bob. Unfortunately, tonight we're going to be seeing those isolated rain showers around here throughout most of the game as that cold front from the west begins to approach our area. Temperatures, though, will be around 70 degrees to start things off, and then we'll drop down into the 60s as we go throughout the games tonight here. But like I said, those isolated rain showers will be around, so we're going to call a personal foul on Mother Nature here as those scattered showers are around. But most of the heavy rain should hold off until the end of the game as that cold front passes through tonight, bringing us some cooler weather this weekend. We'll talk about that tonight on Fox 56 News at 10. But for right now, let's send back out to you on the field.
Thanks, Mike. Well, it's a must-win, I'd say, for both teams. It's Wallenpaupack and North Pocono next.
You're watching Manuka Subaru Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by USA Metal Roofs on MyTV WQMY.
And here come Paupack, followed by North Pocono here in a Lackawanna Football Conference Division 1 matchup. Welcome back to the North Pocono Sports Complex in Lackawanna County. Glad you could join us on what turned out to be a beautiful night for high school football. I have a sister. Do you have a brother?
I have 3 brothers.
Did you ever play football with them?
I did with my older brother.
And how unique is that? It's kind of cool, right?
It's a lot of fun because you got that special bond that going on.
You do, and Amanda's going to talk about some brothers who are playing down on the field tonight. Amanda?
Thanks, Bob. Well, we all know the Kelsey brothers and the Watt brothers, and tonight we're going to get to know 2 sets of brothers. From Wallenpaupack, we have the Kowalik brothers. Coach Watson said these identical twins do not show each other any mercy during practice during the week, but it only makes them better. They've been playing together their entire lives. On the other side, for North Pocono, we have Noah and Cole West. This is the first time in their lives that they're on the same team. Noah is a senior and Cole is starting as just a freshman. Coach Dolan said that they have the best relationship both on and off the field, and that Noah is hard on Cole because he knows just how good he can be.
And there you saw the Wallenpaupack brothers, the West brothers. One's on the field, one is getting warmed up because North Pocono will get the ball first. Wallenpaupack won the toss, they deferred, and we are ready to get this all-important Lackawanna football matchup underway here in Moscow. CJ Doty kicks up the ball. It's squibbed. It's picking up by the up end. North Pocono will take over as the aforementioned West falls down it at the 29. So Noah West, two-year starter here, gotten better throughout the years. 3 TDs, 3 interceptions, Coach.
Well, he's really, like I said in pregame, these guys have played the toughest teams ever, and to be 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, that's really not a bad statistic. But again, they really like to run the daylights out of the ball. That's why his yardage isn't really that super high.
Well, they're more balanced than they have in the last couple of years. 102 on the ground, 109 through the air. That is because of what West gives them. Handoff is to Whit Kaiser. He's up front. Good push from the line. He's up near the line of the game, about 2 yards short. Not a bad opening run.
No, our spotlight player does a nice job for the Trojans. Tries to get got positive yards, second and real short. Look at this, they just run with that power play, which is they're infamous for. Number 72, Mason Richards, 6'1", 225-pound junior.
Trojans shut out last week at Delaware Valley 42-0, so they like to get on the board quick. They average around 13 points per game so far this season. Week number 7. Back to West, nice hole. Up near midfield, he's got the Perfect Storm Renovations first down. Now time to check out the USA Metal Roof starting lineups with Kaiser and Gallant. West talked about him. Gallant, he'll get the ball once in a while, 7 carries on the year. The key outside may be Riley Moore, the 6-foot senior. 10 touches on the year, 148 yards. And then up front, probably the key to the game, Coach, not very old, only one senior up front this year.
They average 260 pounds across the board. Oh, great reception there by number 4.
Ryan Marsh with a nice catch, has a Perfect Storm Renovations first down inside Paupack territory to the 39. Flag down though, let's see if this will count. Both teams did move up.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 1. 15 will be added.
Oh, you see it right there, right at the end there on the replay. Jeff, great job with the replay. Appreciate that. Everyone saw he was diving in, and a hand came and grabbed that face mask. Tacks 15 on, sets North Pocono up in great field position after a really nice pass reception.
Well, Paupack lost to Scranton Prep last week, 37-3, but it was 10-3 at the half. So they're trying to build off of that first half here. Right now, Trojans on the move to open the game. West keeper. Good push from the left side of the line. Ball comes out. No, they say he's down right at the 15-yard line, 1 yard short of a first down.
Well, they lined up in a kind of like a broken wing T formation. You're going to see both guards right there pulling in your screen. They lead block for him. West was real patient in there. Let's see this ball. Nice job with the strip, but his knee was down. That was, if they had the replay booth, they would be looking at that again. But that was really close, and a good call by the officials.
So the 5th play of this drive started at their own 29. Early on, a good Trojan push. I don't know what a push or whatever you want to call it. West up for another Perfect Storm Renovations first down. It's at the 11, so they can get a first down at the 1.
He came up a little limping on his right ankle here. You'll see, reminiscent of the Philadelphia Eagles right there with that great quarterback sneak. He showed a lot of patience there. He let it set up, and then he just dove to the left side.
Carson Gibson, good little shove from behind to help Noah West. Back to the running game. Wood Kaiser falls forward, but that big defensive line, Ben Ostrowski, the senior, wrapped him up quickly.
Well, Ben Ostrowski's been a 2-year starter for the Buckhorns, and he does a real nice job. He's 6'3", 265 pounds. They love playing that 4-4 defense with the three secondary guys back there playing cover 3. And they're just kind of packing the box. Now they're going to have to bring one of their backers out to cover that slot man.
West in the shotgun. He's going to keep it. Cuts back inside the 5. Call it the 4-yard line. So a gain of 4 on that. 3rd down on the way.
You saw a lot of white jerseys start flying up. Good fake in there. West keeps the ball, tucks away. There was a missed tackle by 32, and then 36 spins off of him. Again, there's a lot of white. 1, 2, 3 for them. We got 5 other guys coming in to help secure and stop that ball.
Mark Nielsen, the junior, with the tackle. Again, they can get a 1st down, so it is 3rd down. Call it around 3 yards. So maybe a 2-down situation here.
I would imagine so. Brady Mapes, you know him. You know, he's 6 for 6 on extra points. So,
well, he's going to get an extra point chance because it's a North Pocono touchdown for Kevin Wickheiser, and the Trojans are on the board.
Well, Kevin Wickheiser has been their workhorse all year long. Like I said in pregame, he does a lot of good things for the Trojans, and you'll see this time now he gets into the end zone. Look at that lead block by 72. Looking for work, great job.
Can you believe that's Kevin's 1st touchdown of the year?
7
games in, running the ball like he does. Mapes' kick is up and through, and an early 8-play, 71-yard drive. The Trojans are on the board. 7-0 your score.
You're watching Friday Night Rivals on my TV, WQNY.
So an impressive 8-play drive, Coach. 71 yards, mostly on the ground. The one big pass play and a face mask in there to help North Pocono. But after getting shut out last week, that's got to give the team confidence.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to give them a shot of adrenaline that they need. And this game, like we said in our pregame, Bob, is tenement to these guys getting into the playoffs. Wallenpaupack now, let's see how they respond. Their offensive line is almost 40 pounds heavier than the defensive line of North Pocono.
Sam Ignata squibs it down, taken by one of the up men. And here comes Wallenpaupack. The offense averaging 17 points per game. Drew Kiesendahl, we saw him last year. He was kind of his first year. Really developed into a nice quarterback. I think got to cut down on the interceptions, though.
Oh, big time. When you only have 3 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. The reason for those have been he was getting flushed out after watching film all week. He was getting such pressure. He was trying to do too much, make things happen.
So he'll keep the first carry of the game, holds on to it. Almost knocked out by Carson Gibson, but a nice gain up near the 40.
They just go with a quick fake, and then again, that's a quarterback lead play in there. And you see number 20 coming in there, big time. Carson Gibson trying to rip that ball out.
Gibson, 49 total tackles coming in, 2 for a loss. Add 1 on for the junior. So again, Paupack averaging 17 points per game. They'll run it more than pass, but pretty balanced as well. 271 overall as a team. No fumbles on the year for this team as well. So second carry, 2-yard gain. Let's check out the USA Metal Roofs offense for the Buckhorns. Kiesendahl LaRusso gets the start over Pedrazo, and we talked about that in pregame. Pasanti Holbert, a big weapon out there, 6'4" baseball player. Santiago, a good linebacker. Up front, boy, they're always big, Coach, up at Wallenpaupack for some reason. 3 seniors in there and 2 sophomores.
It's got to be something in that water up there at Wallenpaupack.
So a key 3rd down here early on after a 2-yard gain. Kiesendahl push forward. He has a line to gain. It is a Perfect Storm Renovations 1st down for Kiesendahl.
Well, that offensive line, Bob, you mentioned they have 3 seniors up there. They have 2 sophomores playing, which is good for the future. And again, nice quarterback lead in there. I love that the replay guys. Jeff is doing a tremendous job for us today with that. Thank you.
Kiesendahl, the 2nd leading rusher on the team. on the field right now. He's the first leading rusher since Pedraza didn't get the start. We'll check on number 26 when he comes in. Disciplined for team rules this past week.
And that's the toughest thing about coaching is like when you have rules that are district-wide, you just have to abide by them.
Trying to get to the outside is Pacenti. He does, but nice job. Good tackle out there from Chase Zimmerman, just a freshman, after a 4-yard gain.
Mike Pacenti is 6 foot, 180-pound junior. Does a nice job. They come with that speed sweep there. You see number 28 does a great job kicking the block out. Logan Caruso kicking the D end. Nice job. Picks up a good 4 yards.
A year ago at this time, North Pocono beat Wallenpaupack up at the lake, 28-7. First pass of the night from Kiesenall. Gets it out there to Nielsen, and Nielsen pulls forward inside Trojan territory for a Perfect Storm Renovations first down.
Well, Nielsen is a 5'10", 185-pound junior. Quick pass here. Ball's hanging up a little bit too much. Again, nice job with the stalk blocks from the split end. Doing a nice job. Gets that key first down. Keeps his drive alive.
It was the junior's 5th catch on the season. And a nice night, another nice-looking drive. This time for Wallenpaupack, their opening series. They get the handoff, and pushed back is Caruso. About a yard on there. USA Meadow Rose defense now. North Pocono coming in, giving up 23 points per game. Galan and Griffiths up front, very good, but watch out for Hitala in the middle. Very active linebackers. We talked about Wood Kaiser, Gibson, 49 tackles. Ryan Marsh, though, 60 total tackles on the year. And back there, Noah West, yes, the quarterback, he's the safety, leads the team with 3 interceptions, but he also likes to get his head in. Now, actually, I want to say head, shoulder in there. Shoulder in there, 60 total tackles on the year.
Again, he's not just the quarterback of the offense. As a free safety, you're the quarterback of the defense, too.
So the 5'10", 200-pound quarterback pushes forward on second down. So bring up third and manageable now for Wallenpaupack.
Well, this is what Wallenpaupack does. They go with that fake. This time now there wasn't really a lead block in there. That was just really a quarterback run up the gut there. And a nice job at that senior offensive line, senior driven up there. 310-pound senior at center. Justin Kowalik.
So a chance now that they pass, they run. I think this is a good spot for Wallenpaupack to be in. Here comes the blitz. They hand it off the left-hand side, and a big push forward from the left side of that Buckhorn line. It's a Perfect Storm Renovations. First down into Trojan territory. Once again, they're at the 37-yard line.
Well, that left side consists of number 78, Ben Ostrowski, 6'3", 265-pound senior. You see number 20 sneaking up in there from his linebacker spot, Carson Gibson. So they went from their 4-man front to a 5-man with that pressure coming from that linebacker up the A-gap.
North Pocono struggled on defense, as has Wallenpaupack this year. Both teams have given up a lot of yardage, and we're seeing that early on. The offense is a little bit ahead. Play action, Kiesenall looking deep to his big wide receiver, and it's in and out of Jake Holbert's hands. Couldn't pull it in. Great coverage by Riley Moore.
Wow, Riley Moore did a great job. They were trying to lead him into the inside, like on the post pattern, and Riley Moore just played great position. He was beat behind him, but he does a nice job. Look at that offensive line, giving him that time to throw that ball. That strike's coming right down. He runs that post pattern. Great position. He was beat, but again, he got the hands up in between his arms to break that ball up.
Like the call, though, loosen up the secondary a little bit. Kiesendahl moves forward inside the 30. I'll call it right around the 30, 4-yard gain. Atala on the stop for North Pocono. 38 total tackles coming in, 3 sacks.
Another solid young man playing defensive tackle and 6'2", 250 pounds. And he's got some experience. And you can see this year, he's really doing a nice job with those total tackles that he's in on, and more importantly, the 3 sacks.
A year ago, North Pocono kind of held Wallenpaupack's Rushing game intact, just 117 yards, Coach. Doing well here on the first series. He's an all to the outside, and Holbert can't pull it in, so a big 4th down call inside North Pocono territory. I'm thinking you're going for it.
I would imagine so. The place kicker, Gannon, is 11 for 12 this year. He's 5 for 7 on field goals. His longest is 41. I think the ball came out just a little high, even for a 6'4" receiver. Look at that. That was great concentration trying to get the one hand to pull that in.
Well, they've held the ball 6 minutes, Coach. It's the 12th play of the drive, and it's 4th down.
Well, I know Doc Watson and the rest of the staff, they really want to get points on this drive, keep this game, tie it back up.
Trying to set up a screen. North Pocono, I think, read it. It's going to throw it up to the end zone. Oh, he's out of bounds.
Oh,
the receiver made the catch, but he set himself up out of bounds.
That was Mike Pacenti. What a great job. He saw where it was going. He knew he was going to the sideline. He stopped, he reached, but it just drug him out of bounds.
But you can see that. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the replay. I can see it from our booth. He set himself up 2 feet out of bounds. You know, let's see if you can see it. He sees the ball.
He's right there. He's right there. Watch his feet, everybody. He's trying. Oh, look at that. He just tippy-toed out. Oh.
Just not tall enough.
I'll tell you what, that was great effort on his part.
So the positive for the Trojans, they hold on downs. They get the ball back up 7-0. That was a 6-minute drive. And no points for the Buckhorns. West play action. Kind of rolls out. Has an option to pass or run. He'll run it. And it's carried out of bounds for a minimal gain. Tackle by Zayden Schock, the junior. 73 total tackles coming in.
It's a great job. You see right there, coming right in there, 86 does a nice, 88, Jordan Santiago from his outside linebacker, shot it, and then number 36, Zayden Schock, doing a nice job trailing and forcing him out of bounds.
So it's a nice drive to open for the Trojans, up 7-0, 8 plays. Let's see if they can keep it rolling here, give themselves a nice lead. We got penalties, so check out the referees tonight.
Start. Offense. Left tackle, left guard.
There you go. It's the Sarah family again. We saw them at Dubmore a few weeks ago. Throw in Gary Schimmelfennig and Jeff Kissel, Gary Davis as well, and that's your referees for tonight's game. And it is a salute to referee month, or week, I should say, in the district. So we thank all the referees for volunteering. And if you want to become a referee, head to PIAA.org. Please volunteer, because they already had to move some games next week, whether it's football. It doesn't matter the sport. If you're going to yell from the sidelines, might as well get on the field.
Big time. It's a tough job that they do. The number one priority for all the officials is the safety of these young men out there on the field.
West the carry on 2nd down after the penalty. Brings up about 3rd and long now. Just a 3-yard gain, so chance now for the Buckhorns to get off the field, get the ball back.
You see Coach Dolan has his quarterback, always comes over to him to the sideline, so that way the quarterback has the play fresh in his ear, and it doesn't get lost in translation from the sideline to the huddle.
Coach Dolan, 12th season, and good for him. Last time we saw him, he's not mic'd up tonight, folks, don't worry.
He was so nervous.
He was so nervous, and the mic didn't work that night, unfortunately. So West on 3rd down and a roll, hits his receiver in stride, right to his brother Cole, the freshman, inside Buckhorn territory for a Perfect Storm Renovations 1st down.
Boy, Cole West just does a great job on the drag pattern coming across the screen. Again, they clear it out with that motion. It opened up a pocket in there. Good ball, good catch, and look at that. A nice 7-yard yak on that. That's yards.
Did they do that in the street, maybe playing, or in the backyard a little
probably,
bit?
I would say.
22-yard gain keeps the drive going for Weston Company. Gets it out to Marsh, up to the 40.
Nice job with the play action in here. I really like that's a great play. They slip number 4 out, Ryan Marsh, from his fullback spot. He chips the DN, slides into the flat. You'll see the fake. And he just hesitates, buys them time. That's a real nice play.
Eden Green, the senior, with a textbook tackle. And that should do it. 1 quarter in the book. Trojans out in front over the Buckhorns, 7-0 here on MyTV WQMY.
Welcome back to Friday Night Rivals. Joining me now is Gwen Powell. She was just crowned our PIAA District 2 champion in golf. Congratulations on your recent championship. You know, take me through that. What does it mean to win 4 district titles in a row for you?
Yeah, it's an amazing experience. I'm glad that I was able to pull through all 4 years, especially seeing my development over the years. It's amazing. I'm very proud of myself and my progress throughout the years, and I'm just happy.
Gwen, you are involved in so much here at North Pocono, but you're also involved in a lot in your community. What are some of the things that you're involved in?
Well, I'm part of student council. I'm our class historian. I'm part of various other clubs like Minithon, which is half of our fundraiser today. I'm an officer of PJS, our Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science. I'm part of the Red Cross Club. Also, I work at our local pro shop, Elmhurst Country Club, and then a local gift shop in the winter. So,
how do you balance all of your academics with all of your extracurricular activities?
It's really just been a lifelong development, like skill kind of. I've always been busy since I was little. It's great also to have a support system. My parents, my sister, they help me a lot with, like, you know, getting places, keeping managing my time and stuff, and they've helped me develop the skills I have today.
Gwen, what does this North Pocono community mean to you?
It's amazing. The support is unreal. Everywhere I go, I get congratulations, and you know, I'm so proud of you, those kind of things, and it's just an amazing, amazing community. Everybody's, you know, cheering me on, so I'm very, very proud to have this community.
Gwen, thank you so much for taking time out of the student section to come down here and chat with us. Guys, we're going to learn more about Gwen later on in the game when she's going to be our scholar athlete for tonight.
And she'll also be on a feature on the Fox 56 News first at 10. So, Powell Week here.
What an amazing young lady, I'll tell you, with all those
West.
all those clubs she's involved with. I don't know how she had time to fit us in.
I'm absolutely serious. How'd she figure out how to play golf, too?
Oh, no, you're fine.
Quite good.
So you saw down on the field, we have a flag on the pass. Santiago was chasing West. He threw it up. Let's see what the flag is. Before that, we had a nice run by Brady Lavery, 23 yards, and that got North Pocono into the Kelly Mahindra red zone for the second time tonight.
Number 1, Gary. Holding defense, number 1. Half the distance, still first down.
So, number 1, Eden Green with the hold in the secondary. Gives North Pocono excellent field position. Now we're, let's see, at the 7-yard line. Lavery, left side. Lavery, another North Pocono touchdown.
Well, they're making up for lost time right now. I mean, 2 drives, 2 scores. They really are putting the foot on the throttle, and they're keeping it down. See right there, they just down, and they kick out with number 4 lead blocking. Ryan Marsh kicks the end out. Levy has great runs with his eyes, great eye vision, and he just cuts it back inside for that touchdown.
Brady Mapes' PAT is good. He remains perfect on the season. Coach, it's consistency. Another 7 plays, 70-yard drive for North Pocono. Started with the defense when they held Wallenpaupack on 4th downs. So that's the way Coach Dolan drew it up. Let's see, can Coach Watson, it is 18th year, come back and get his Buckhorns going. We should see Pedrazzle now, and that may get the team sparked and get the running game going as well. But 2 of the nicest coaches in the Lackawanna League, and really all in Northeastern Pennsylvania.
You know, I mean, this is what the coaching fraternity is about. Tonight, these guys are coaching their backsides off against each other, but they'll help each other at a drop of a hat. The other 9 weeks of the season, that's what this is about. And you can't get 2 better coaches that do great things for the communities, trying to instill to make these young men accountable and make them better people in their futures.
So 2 impressive drives from North Pocono. They have the offense clicking after being shut out by the Warriors a week ago. And we'll see Delaware Valley next week at Valley View, most likely for the division championship, even though they'll have a couple games left. North Pocono has to face Prep next week, and they're beating Abington Heights right now 7-0. So Sam Magnotta will tee it up for the Car Vision Nissan kickoff. Back to receive for Wallenpaupack will be Nielsen and Pedrazzle. And he is on the field. So Wallenpaupack has some work to do, down 2 touchdowns here early second quarter. It is Coaches Week, too. I think it's National Coaches Day today. That's what I was told.
Okay.
So happy Coaches Day to all our coaches,
all our
including
coaches.
former coach. Shock picks it up. Nice return on special teams. So Wallenpaupack will have excellent field position, begin this drive. Let's see where they're going to mark it. Near midfield. Get back at the Buckhorn 45-yard line.
Well, they've had a lot of success at Buckhorns going towards their left side. I wouldn't be surprised if right now, if we see Pedrazzle, they go with like their ISO play that they like to run, their power inside with Pedrazzle to show what he's got.
Well, they put a 12-play drive together last time. They just couldn't get any points on the board. So they've been able to move the ball on the Trojans. Here is Pedrazzle, the leading rusher, our spotlight player. First carry, making him pay, but we have a flag down.
Boy, Jamie Steiner and Tyler Gallo, they did a tremendous job at the 2 sophomore guards.
3 wide on hold.
So it's going to go against the Buckhorns after the nice run by Dylan Pedrazzle, the senior, off that left side. And this is really what's hurt Wallenpaupack this year, making those mistakes after big plays.
Holding, offense number 3. 10 yards from the spot, remains first down.
Well, that was right in the official's face. That would have to be what this split end. Right there, yeah, he hooked him from behind. Well, again, okay, so now they're 1st and 16. So, yeah, it stinks that happened, but that's what Doc Watson really said. They have to eliminate the mistakes, and that's one of them right there. So now it's just back to work, do what the Buckhorns do. They're just going to pound and ground you.
Pedrazzle gets the edge. He's up forward, gets some of that yardage back, about 7 on that, flipped up and over.
Does a nice job. You'll see in here again. There's that pull. You see number 63, Tyler Gallo, lead blocking up in there. Watch number 1 here. Good form, takes his legs out.
That's the quarterback on the other side,
That's
Noah West.
Not afraid to throw his body around like
Well, he had 60 total tackles coming in. We know he likes to hit. Most likely, if he does go to college, there's a fumble, and it's recovered by Kiesendahl. So if West does go to college, probably go as a safety. So Wallenpaupack now 2 big mistakes on this drive. It's 3rd and 15 now for the Buckhorns.
It was he just was looking away after the ball was snapped. It was a good snap right there in his face. He just had his eyes probably looking at a linebacker at that point or a DN trying to run some type of an RPO.
Let's see if they try to get out to their 6'4" receiver, Holbert. He's to the near side. He's looking right the whole way. So he's going to take it down and get some of the yardage back. Going to be out at midfield. So let's see what Coach Watson wants to do. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Well, they have it at the 49, and they're saying it's 4th right now. That's a long 6 yards to go. Let's see what happens.
Well, they're leaving the offense on. Go ahead.
He just scrambled. He saw something in there, Kiesendahl did. Gets out there, and again, just fighting.
Also, another 4th down opportunity for the Buckhorns. 0-1 on the night. North Pocono's all bunched, and we're going to have a timeout on the field for the Trojans. So the Trojans saw something they did not like. 8:40 left in the first half, and they call the timeout. But Coach Watson doesn't want to get down
not another score.
Another score. So is this the right move? He doesn't make it. He gives North Pocono a short field.
Really?
Trojans already proved they can move the ball tonight.
They
on the
moved it
Buckhorn.
very
So
effectively.
is it better to punt him and make him go a full field? I guess that's the question, right?
I at this point, I understand the predicament that Doc's in right now. Coach Watson really wants to try to get a spark going. You got Pedrazzle going again. Now, they kept shooting themselves in the foot with two penalties. I understand why he's going to go for this, but I think what Coach Dolan was upset about, and he took the timeout, is they're taking three guys, shifting them. Now, the outside guy, he's not stepping off. So that means that inside slot guy he's ineligible, and he went out last time. So I think that's what they're looking at. I'm sure they said something to the official to say, watch that formation.
He's covered up, yep. So it is a 4th down and 6 now for the Buckhorns. They are going to change gears, and they will punt. So Decker does the kick. He does a nice end over end. Moore catches it at the 21 and gets back about 5. So the Trojans back on the field, up 14-0. They'll have it at the 27-yard line. So Coach Watson convinced maybe I should kick the ball, let the defense try to hold them. But they have not been able to so far.
Well, they've also, their defense is based on a 4-4, but they've been playing a 4-3 because of the formations that the North Pocono Trojans have been throwing at them. So that might be making them a little bit weaker, should I say, inside the box, because they got to stretch one of their linebackers out.
So back come the Trojans, 2 70-yard drives. One was 71, one was 70. 4 touchdowns. Back to Wickheiser, has a little hole, shot there. Gain of 3. Right now, looks like the Trojans line is doing a better job against the Buckhorn line.
And they're not really that much bigger. They're just being that much more aggressive and reestablishing that line of scrimmage. You see number 36 coming in there, Zayden Schock, just playing his gap responsibility and then taking them down.
North Pocono on the year against Valley West opening game had 208 yards rushing. This trying to get to Paul West, the brother, goes over his head. So 3rd down now.
Well, you always hear that term, back shoulder, and that was a little bit too far
too far to the back.
On that, yeah. He wanted to lead him on that just a little bit too much, but he turned, he had it thrown way behind him. So
maybe he saw John Gumble, our camera person over there.
And got intimidated.
John is a tall guy. John's a tall guy. Maybe he wanted to throw him the ball. 3rd down and long now. Chance for the Buckhorns. Get the ball back. Here comes the rush. West gets outside and finds the other West. West to West for a big gain. It's a perfect storm renovations. 1st down, and we are again inside Buckhorn territory for North Pocono.
I'll tell you what, Cole West, for a freshman, plays like he's a junior or a senior. He has all the confidence, runs a great route here. Love the end zone shot. That's awesome. We get that on the roll, quarterback roll. And he just went to the dead zone. He stopped right in between the defenders, made himself available. Great job with the replay, guys. Thank you. Keep it coming. That's awesome.
Well, West to West combination has 2 plays for 42 yards and 2 first downs. Wickheiser running tough. Up for 4.
You see Tyler Gallo, number 63 for the Buckhorns as a defensive end, coming back, rolling that. Again, he came back 4 yards for that. See, they're flowing, but nice job. They're really mugging at the line of scrimmage. They're eating up, the offensive line is eating up that defensive line and really stressing those linebackers.
How much does this hurt the Buckhorn defense and offense, just the whole psyche part, because they've had 2 third downs and they haven't been able to get off the field.
That really, starts to shake your confidence a little bit when you got them in 3rd and long and they get the 1st down.
West up, runs into, I believe that was Pedrazzle, 26. So it'll be 3rd and short now.
Well, we saw the Trojan push earlier. I wouldn't be surprised to see it again on this 3rd and short. That was number 2, Mr. Rodriguez there, 5'11", 155-pound sophomore. Just adding to his total tackles there, number 5 of the season.
Go back to Wickheiser, and he just gets the Perfect Storm Renovations first down, carried shot just past the line of the game. Move the chains again for North Pocono, and the offense is clicking here at home tonight.
Well, and we talked in pregame, our spotlight player, Kevin Wickheiser for the Trojans. This is what he's done all year. And Bob, you mentioned, he just got his first touchdown of the year. Number 72, Mason Richards, leading on that power play. All important, get that up there, kick the end out, and he got that key first down to keep the drive alive.
West, looking long, pumping, goes out for his brother. It's caught! Touchdown! North Pocono! The combination works again. You can't stop the West brothers here tonight. 38-yard strike.
Well, we talked about brother-to-brother connection. We have it in the officials. We have it on North Pocono. We have it on Wallenpaupack. But North Pocono's brother connection is going nuts tonight. That was a tremendous play. What an effort by Cole West out there as a freshman.
And coach, guess what? 7 plays, 73 yards. Consistency, the name of the game. Makes the extra point. Trojans out 21-0.
Welcome back to Friday Night Rivals on My TV, WQMY. I'm in the Perfect Storm student section, and they've got a lot to cheer about. It's 21-0. North Pocono leads Wallenpaupack. So let's get started. Gavin, what makes the North Pocono student section so special, and how do you guys cheer the football team on?
Well, I think whether either we're home or away, there's so many kids in here, and either it's home or away, and we're all here.
And tonight's a special night. It's the Pink and Gold Out. Can you tell me what the Pink and Gold Out is, and how did you guys come up with it?
So tonight we decided to combine our breast cancer awareness game and our mini-thon game, which helps support childhood cancer. We decided to combine it and to make it into one.
Well, it's an awesome night out here tonight. Tell me, why is your student section better than any other student section?
Because I think we're the biggest student section in the whole area of NEPA.
And how many kids do you think come out, and how do you guys organize all your themes, and what are some of the other ones coming up this year?
So we run an Instagram page, North Pocono Student Section. We had all the themes picked out for the beginning of the year on. So that's how we communicate with everyone. I'd say we get a lot of kids to come out, probably around 100. They all just come out. It's a great place to be in, great atmosphere. It's so fun.
Well, guys, thanks for welcoming me into your student section. Let's see something.
Yeah, thank you.
Vamos Trojans! Vamos Trojans! Vamos Trojans!
Well, nice student section there for North Pocono.
A lot to cheer about.
Tackle for Cancer Night, of course, Breast Cancer Awareness Night, so we'd let us see a pink. And let's go back to the field. Kiesendahl, left side, trying to get a block. He does from big number 63.
Tyler Gallo.
But then the defense collapses on him. Ryan Marsh back to the ground. Pedrazzle hasn't gotten going yet. He does there, and he's about a yard short of the first down.
But they're just going to keep feeding him the ball. That's what they're going to do. That's what the Buckhorns have done all season. 7 touchdowns on the year for him. They just go with the RPO, and that's the give right there. And he does a nice job grinding out 9 yards. Oh, 10.
They're giving him 8, and that was giving him about 6, and then plus the 4. That's 10. See, we're smart
we can
people.
add. We're not even using our toes.
Not yet. You aren't. Speak for yourself. So a first down there. Perfect Storm Renovations first down, in fact, for Wallenpaupack. Let's see if they can get on the board before the half. Under 5 to play. It's been all North Pocono here so far. Kiesendahl back, looking for anybody. Floats it out, and it's picked off by Riley Moore. Right into the hands of number 11. He's still fighting. So a turnover for the Buckhorns, and the Trojans will have plenty of time to add on to their lead. So North Pocono will have the ball inside Buckhorn territory at the 47-yard line.
Well, and this is where Kizadal's gotten himself into trouble this year. Again, this is really tough. You're bootlegging to your left. You're a right-handed quarterback. He floated that ball in there. He's trying to make too much happen. And when you're down 21-0, he's that kind of competitor that says, I'm going to make the difference here. And unfortunately, the ball got picked.
Well, the offense dominating Wallenpaupack tonight, and a timeout called by Coach Dolan, except for that one drive for Wallenpaupack, which they didn't get any points out. They had 12 plays. The offense has not done much, and the turnover right there, costly.
And that's really been the difference in this game so far. They're not finishing their drives. They've shot themselves in the foot with it. And you can see Coach Watson right there talking to him, saying the way that he threw the ball.
Okay, here's what North Pocono has coming up again. Scranton Prep on the way. And then Abington Crestwood. So 3 tough games the rest of the way. That's why tonight's game is so important, because it could come down to that 8th spot with Wallenpaupack.
And again, there's no breathing room in that schedule at all. Abington, Coach Repsch has done a tremendous job with that team this year. They're doing great things. Crestwood is down, but don't count them out yet, because they're going to fight tooth and nail trying to get back into it. And we know how good Scranton Prep is. Earlier, I looked as I was perusing the scoreboards from around. There were a lot of 21-0 games in there, Bob, from the local teams.
Well, Valley View's beating Scranton just 7-0 at the half. Scranton playing well and holding Valley View down. West going deep, has a receiver, just overthrew Riley Moore, had him down the seam, and bring up a 2nd down.
That was a well blocked play, lots of time. Steps up in the pocket, delivers a nice ball, but just led him just a bit too far.
West, though, is throwing a nice ball. He's coming into his own. He's playing very good football. Just over 700 yards now through the air for Noah West. Off the right-hand side goes Lavery, and the combination of Wickheiser and Lavery is doing the job, and it's a Perfect Storm Renovations 1st down. Gain of almost 20 yards, Coach. And 10 yards of those, he carried some white jerseys.
He carried quite a few on this. Again, you'll see, here comes they run like the counter trey. Their left tackle and left guard are lead blocking for him. Great job by Riley Moore, stalk blocking on the outside. But look, Lavery turns, he's got pressure, and he still keeps his legs driving for another 7 yards. I mean, what a great effort. The Buckhorns are, like I said, they went from their 4-4 to a 4-3, so that's creating a gap in there, and that's why they're overlapping. North Pocono is overlapping, and they're getting that extra man in the spot.
So there's Buckhorns defense on their heels. Good stop right there. Justin Kowalik holds up Wickheiser, minimal gain. That's what they need right now.
Boy, Justin Kowalik, 6'1", folks, 310 pounds. And Doc Watson said that young man he's a beast when he gets angry, watch out. And I'm sure he's pretty upset right now. Great job by number 83 in there, reaching in, trying to get that ball out. That's George Rafferty, a junior, 6'2", 230-pounder.
And remember, Brady Mapes can kick a field goal, so they're already in his range. Coming up on the 3-minute mark. Big hole right side. Wickheiser shoots right through. Shot out of a cannonball to the 5-yard line. First to goal, North Pocono after the Perfect Storm Renovations 1st down.
Great job in there. Look at that. Man, oh, man. The right tackle, Dylan Castor, 6'7", folks, 350-pound sophomore. Just make it. He just took that defensive end and just drove him back. That was Tyler Gallo.
So inside the Kelly Mahindra red zone, Coach Dolan didn't like what he saw, calls his last timeout. 2:28 remaining in the half, and Paupack's on the verge of going down 28. Bit shocking here. We thought it was a little more evenly matched, where North Pocono has come out with a little more fire than the Buckhorns.
And a lot to prove. And Bob, our pregame, and you emphasized how important this game is for them to get into the playoffs, especially with the Quad A schools there. All those teams that have the winning records are actually mirroring what North Pocono has. They really want to get in there and prove that they deserve to be in the playoffs.
So a couple things. Buckhorns missed the playoffs last year, but they got all that experience with a young team. It'd be disappointing for them. North Pocono missed the playoffs in the COVID year 2020, but before that, they're pretty consistently in that extra time. In fact, they were in the championship game 2 years ago.
They were, and this is where we spoke about earlier. These two coaches have been at these schools for a nice long period, and they've instilled winning traditions at both these school districts, and they expect nothing less. And these are two very good teams going at it right now. But edge right now goes to North Pocono. They came out with a lot to prove, and they're hammering right now the Buckhorns.
Okay, from the 5, they give it to Wickheiser, and Shock shoots in, knocks him down for just a yard gain. They call it 2 to about the 3. So 5 plays after the interception by Riley Moore. It started at their Buckhorn 47, and they're trying to push it in again. Not in any hurry as well, and Wallenpaupack has all their timeouts left, but they're not choosing to use them. So the Trojans up quickly, power I. Till the up back. From the ground level, you see Wickheiser just using that lane strength coming in. He's been in the weight room, and he carries a couple of Buckhorns in for another North Pocono touchdown.
His second touchdown of the year and of this game. But again, credit that offensive line for moving people out of the way, giving Wickheiser just a sliver of opening, and he's getting the ball in there.
Mapes on for another PAT. It's up and right through. And North Pocono leads this one 28-0. And here we go again off that left side, big push.
Great job in there. Look at that. But he fought tooth and nail. He was at the 2-yard line, kept going, spinning. Watch this effort in there. Look at that, folks. He's got number 32 has wrapped him, and he spun out of it in for the touchdown.
We talk about Lavery doing his job as a tailback. Wickheiser has a couple touchdowns as well. And the Trojans coming out here with a sense of purpose, knowing that this is a big game. Again, they have Prep, Abington, and Crestwood coming up, so 3 tough games. And we know how good Prep is. They're winning 21-0 over Abington Heights tonight.
And Abington Heights, like we were speaking earlier, they've really done a nice job turning around. We saw them last year against a North Pocono team, and North Pocono put it to them. But Abington last year, their receiver core is second to none in this league.
So Wickheiser, a couple scores.
Yep, Scranton Prep 28-0. Dallas 28-0. There's a theme going. Del Val 27-0. Yeah. Pittston 28-0.
And that big game, Trail and Riverside was tied at 14. That could be for the Division II title in the Lackawanna Football Conference. So we're set here for the Carvision Nissan kickoff. Mapes will kick this one away. And a little squibber down through. Good job by Paupack picking it up. That's Pedrazzle, the running back. He has some speed, has some power, and he's going to get up near midfield. So plenty of time left, about 90 seconds left in this half for Wallenpaupack to get anything on the board going into the break. They've had good field position.
They really have.
Now, Coach Watson before the game said he has the toughest schedule he thinks around. Well, does he? I mean, I don't know. I mean, Wilkes-Barre, Del Val, And this Division One is brutal every week.
It is. Scranton Prep, Dallas, Valley View, and then at Scranton to end the year. Oh, let's throw Wilkes-Barre in early. Another big school, Hazleton. Yeah, they did well against Honesdale, but Honesdale has found their identity, and they've gotten better as the season progressed.
So Pedrazzle, game at 11. So he gets for a Perfect Storm Renovations first down, his biggest gain of the night. They'll move the chains, stop the clock quickly. So they got to get him going if Wallenpaupack wants to have a shot. Again, watch out for number 17 out there, 6'4" receiver. And we're going to have an illegal motion. And it's been Wallenpaupack's, as you said, shooting themselves in the foot. That's really cost them on some of these series tonight. Because once you're behind the chains, it's tough for this team.
When you're down
to get
28-0,
back. Yeah.
and then when you do these things to make your uphill battle even more steeper, it really makes it tough to do.
So a positive game by Pedrazzle, then a mistake for Paupack. Kiesendahl looks left, has Pacente. Pacente up, gets some of that yardage back inside the 40-yard line. Wickheiser on the stop. Clock stops. Timeout, Wallenpaupack.
You see Kiesendahl on this one, he just goes. Once he had the laces, the ball was away. It was a little bit behind, not too bad. But again, he turned that into a positive gain. Picked up 7 yards.
Holbert 6'4", as I mentioned out there. Pacente 6 foot. Santiago, watch him. He's the tight end. He has 15 catches on the year. We haven't called his name at all. He's a junior. Kimmy Santiago's a senior. So what have you liked from North Pocono here tonight?
What's not to like? Their offense is clicking on all phases right now. They're doing a tremendous job executing. They've reestablished the line of scrimmage. They're mugging the defensive line. They're moving them out of the way. Their running backs are seeing daylight, and they're getting into the end zone. So they're really doing a great job. Defensively, I mean, they've kept Wallenpaupack off balance all night.
2 timeouts left for Wallenpaupack, trying to get something on the board before the half. They will get the ball to begin the third quarter, so the all-important 8 minutes that we talk about, end of the second, beginning of the third, for Wallenpaupack. And they know the run's coming. And number, what was that, 82, Coach?
It looked like 82, yeah.
And Brian Jean Philippe, a junior, came shooting in.
Watch this from his linebacker spot. He just comes flying in. Nice job out there. He strung it out, and he makes that nice hit.
2-yard gain, so Kiesendahl unable to get anything going. You figure two downs here to get the first. From the shotgun, looking deep. Over the middle and can't connect. Looking for Holbert. Led him a little bit too much. So another 4th down opportunity for the Buckhorns. Over 2 on the night so far.
Well, they're definitely going to go for it now. 28-0, 17 seconds left in the half. Let's turn this into a positive. Well, they just got to get a positive gain. They would love to get into the end zone right now to build that momentum for the second half. Bob, and you said now they get the ball to start the second half, so it's going to be key.
Here's what else could be laying on the minds of Wallenpaupack. They haven't beaten North Pocono since 2018. So that's 4 tries.
That's something you don't.
4-0 in the last 5. That was a 2019 win. So Kiesendahl at 4th down. Time, out, and it's intercepted. The ball was hanging out there a little bit too much. Chase Zimmerman, the freshman, comes in, makes his first INT of the season.
What a way to, hello, freshman Chase Zimmerman. Great job there. Look at the way he breaks on this ball. I love this camera view. You'll see him come flying over. Watch. Right there. He just reached out. He wanted that ball more than the receiver at that point. That just comes down to a hunger.
Of course, we did Kiesendahl and Wallenpaupack last year against Wilkes-Barre, and Coach Watson said he had to make him a quarterback. He was the best athlete. Right? He's not a natural quarterback, Drew Kiesendahl, not to make excuses for him. But, I mean, he's developed. He's tried to get better over the last year and a half, and he has. But that ball just seemed to hang a long, long time. He just doesn't have the force to get it out there across the field.
And we see right now North Pocono just took a knee to end the half.
What a half it has been, Coach, for the Trojans. North Pocono at home beating Wallenpaupack. There you see the score, 28-0. Amanda's going to check in with Coach Dolan. They'll go off, and coming up in the Toyota halftime report, we'll check in on the Fox 56 News first at 10. We'll talk about raising the roof. Jan and I will be back for some stats and highlights and get you ready for the third quarter. Amanda now down with Coach Dolan. Let's see what the coach has to say about his Trojans team in the first half. Amanda.
Thanks, Bob. Coach, you have to be really pleased with how the team's doing.
Yeah, well, first, I'm happy to see you because it means we're winning, Amanda, right? So we're really happy. Played well. We did a lot of things well. But listen, there's a whole second half. We've been in this situation this year where we were up pretty decently, and we didn't win that football game. So we have to step on the gas, and we have to play good football. They're more than capable.
Coach, we talked about brothers before the game. You have to be pleased they connected. It was a nice one.
Isn't that a great thing? Those two brothers, their parents, everybody being here seeing that. Brother to brother is a special thing. And we're happy it happened for a touchdown. We're happy it happened at all. But for them to play together, it's a special moment.
Thanks, Coach.
You got it.
All right, guys, back to you.
He's definitely gunning for your job,
he
isn't
does.
he? He gets it. He got you. His team's up 28-0, and he's going to be happy going into the locker room, but coming out, we'll see what he has to say. 24 years right here in Moscow.
It's halftime on Friday Night Rivals on MyTV WQMY. North Pocono leads Wallenpaupack at the half, 28-0. Over the last 7 weeks, we told you about NEPA Builders Initiative, Raising the Roof. We've chatted with Toby Grisenda, and we told you to get your nominations in for a deserving family in our area who is in need of a roof. So let's check in with Toby now to learn more about Raising the Roof.
Hi, I'm Toby Grisenda with NEPA Builders. I'm proud to announce the second annual Raising the Roof contest is back. Raising the Roof is a partnership of NEPA Builders, Fox 56, and 84 Lumber to replace a roof for a local family in need. Last year's roof giveaway was a huge success, and we are excited to give back to local families who need a helping hand.
I was completely surprised. I didn't know that was even possible. I had several tumors throughout my body and had to undergo cancer treatment, radiation, chemotherapy. I can't say enough about these people and how wonderful it is that they're doing this for us today.
Send in nominations for a local family that you feel could use a helping hand right now. Go to NEPABLDRS.com to nominate someone today. Join us in building a better Northeast.
On behalf of Manuka Subaru and Friday Night Rivals, we'd like to present Dr. Powell and North Pocono a donation of $250 to the school district as they welcome us in here to the North Pocono Sports Complex. Back inside the booth we go, Bob and Jan. Not Jan, as it just said on the screen. Jan. Boy, how about North Pocono? They came out with a sense of purpose, shut out last week by Delaware Valley, and they're outgaining Wallenpaupack by almost 100 yards in that first half.
And they are playing so consistent. 7 play drives and they score. 7 times 4 is 28. And that's what they've done. They haven't punted once this game.
For Wallenpaupack, they've had that nice one drive, 12 plays. They came up short. Since then, they couldn't get off on third down, and they couldn't convert 3 fourth downs.
And they've really have hurt themselves. It's been a really tough defense played by North Pocono, but when you start now giving them first and 15, second and 17, it's an uphill battle, especially when you're down 28-0.
28-0 to score. So let's check out the touchdowns from the Trojans in that first half, and it all started on the first series. Wickheiser, his first one of 2 on the night.
The first one of the season. And then we got, look at that. We get Lavery coming in there. Nice job. Watch this pass, folks. This is just tremendous. Brother-to-brother love. Look at that perfect spiral coming in. Great placement. Look at how he just reached up over the defender and grabbed that ball for the touchdown. Now, Kaisenall trying to get something going, and he just floated that ball in there, and number 11 steps in there and makes that pick. Sets up for the 4th touchdown right here. Watch Lavery, or is this Wickheiser? Wickheiser. Just refused to go down. Now they're trying to get something going right before the half. Looking. And what's unfortunately, again, trying to force a ball in there. Great effort in there by the freshman, doing a wonderful job in there, getting that pick right before half.
So we've had 2 freshmen for North Pocono do things on the field. One caught a touchdown, one had an INT. We'll take a quick timeout. Coming up on the other side, we'll check out some scores and some stats here as we get you ready for the third quarter between North Pocono and Wallenpaupack.
The best Thursday night lights and Friday night rivals highlights from across the country.
3rd and 10. Terry to throw. Scans right. Directs traffic. Spins back. Middle of the field. Terry's still on his feet. He's wrapped up. Throws it. It's caught at the 15-yard line. Inside the 10.
On the boundary side. Dragging across the middle, the reception to McCoy. He turns the corner. McCoy lowers the shoulder, breaks a tackle, in! Touchdown!
Hanauer double pumps on 3rd and 11. Got him, man! Howard! How did he catch that? How did it wasn't? Oh my gosh!
Going to use his legs, throw it to the end zone. That one is caught. Oh my goodness, Stephen Famoyan. Put that one on the highlight reel for sure.
On 1st down, has some time.
Going
Wants to
deep.
put it up deep. He's got Enrique James from LeClaire. LeClaire! Touchdown, McCollum!
Baker, clock moving. Rolls right. Baker throws it deep. Touchdown!
And he's going to roll out, throw into the, it's tipped, and he caught the ball! He caught the ball! The 2-point conversion is good! What a play!
Well, it turned out to be a nice night for high school football up in Moscow. Great student sections on hand for North Pocono, and battle of the bands too. Nice, 2 of the best bands we'll see all year. North Pocono before the game did an awesome job. Wallenpaupack at halftime got a rousing ovation, and they should. Great job by the bands.
I'll tell you what, those kids work just as hard as anybody else, especially the athletes. The time and commitment that they put into their programs and to their shows. I'll tell you, Bob, you said it. 2 of the best we've seen all year. And right now.
So here's the top 10. You can see it Tuesday nights on the Fox 56 News, first at 10. With Amanda and I. Jan and I put it together. Southern, the consistent #1 from week #1, winning tonight. Selinsgrove winning. Jersey Shore, tough game with Shamokin. It was close in the first quarter. Trail and Riverside going back and forth. Yep. Dallas winning. Wyoming area tomorrow against Redeemer. Prep 35-0 over Abington. Valley View. He'll check on the score. It was close. Danville winning and Troy winning as well. So that's your top 10 on the Friday Night Rivals. You can check it out Tuesday nights during the news with Amanda and myself. So Wallenpaupack coach gets the ball. We're not going to have time to talk to Coach Watson, so you were going to give your inner Doc Watson. What did he tell his team at halftime? What are we looking for the Buckhorns?
I know Doc Watson's fiery right now. You can see the determination in his eyes, and you've got to convey that to the kids. This is something that the players have to want more than the coaching staff. He probably said, look, guys, we're shooting ourselves in the foot. We've got to eliminate the mistakes, which was one of his keys to the game. And now he knows they've got to put something together now because they don't want to go down and 35-0 because now it's a running clock. So they know the ball literally will be in their hands, and they've got to be able to produce some points.
What have they produced in the first half number-wise? You have the numbers for the first half for Wallenpaupack. What do we have?
Well, we have 26 yards on the ground for Keesendall and 14 yards passing. So that's not key to success. And when Patrizel came in, he's 4 for 28. So he's getting good averages, but then they would get the penalties, and it kind of negates anything that they get started.
I mean, this is an offense that come in averaging 270 yards total per game. They're not even at 100 in the first half.
Which is shocking because you would think that North Pocono would be, maybe 5-1 at this point in the season, and they have the same identical record. So this is going to be a huge series for right now for Coach Watson, his staff, and the team to see what they could do. Your back's against the wall. We always talk about as a coach, you're going to get down in life. How are you going to respond? And we're going to see how this young Buckhorn team responds right now.
So Brady Mapes has the Car Vision Nissan kickoff all set to go. Pedrazo is back to receive, along with Nielsen. And this high kick goes out to Pedrazo, about the 15, cuts up. Good return and good field position once again for Wallenpaupack. Up past the 40-yard line, Coach.
What a great way to start. Your special teams is 1/3 of the game. That ball was kicked to about the 11-yard line. He just had like a 28-yard return. Nice job right here. Look at that. The only thing I wish when he gets here, put better ball security. But he does once he sees contact. He brings the ball in. Nice job. It took 3 Trojans to take him down.
So Kizano and company back. Pedrazo from the eye. Great job on the outside by the North Pocono defense. Evan Wolf, the sophomore, makes the tackle after a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, Evan Wolf, 6'2", 190 pounds. Boy, is he a solid young man. He gets great coaching on the field and especially at home from his father, former Western Wayne coach, Randy Wolf.
Well, after this play, I'll give you a stat for Kiesendahl. Maybe give some hope as they shift to the left-hand side. Pedrazo off that side, shoots through past the 50, and they're going to put him right down at the 50, so 3rd down. Well, Kiesendahl against Delaware Valley this year was 13 of 25, 172, 2 touchdowns. He can throw the ball against a very good Warrior team as we look at
this burst that he has. He gets through that line of scrimmage, and next thing you know, he's got 7 yards on you. He is a difference maker. He is the playmaker for the Buckhorns.
Oh, they'll need a play here to get a figure law 1st down, keep the drive going. Kiesendahl fakes it, uses that big body, bowling over people, has the 1st down up past the 45-yard line, gain of 5.
Boy, you saw him just take charge. He does a quick fake, flash fake, and then he just tucks it up inside and runs really tough.
Like to see a sense of urgency now from Wallenpaupack in and out of the huddle, don't you think, Coach?
They are, and personally, I never liked having my quarterback running back and forth getting the plays because I felt that it would get them winded. But I understand that communication is key here for both these teams.
Kiesendahl cuts through up past the 35. So about a 9-yard gain.
So what ends up happening now, folks, you're up 28-0. You're North Pocono. You're playing defense. You're feeling really good about yourself. Now all of a sudden, you got Paupack coming at you now. They're coming right into your living room right now. Look at Kiesendahl. Good ball security, just spins, keeps his legs chugging. You're going to start now sending notice to the North Pocono defense that we're second half team. We're coming at you. The game's not over.
Back to the eye they go. Here comes the run blitz. Pedrazo tries to get outside. He does, gain of 6, and has a figure law 1st down.
Look at that effort from him on this one. Dylan Pedrazo gets that ball when he had it, and then he's getting tackled, and he dives, and he gets that extra yardage fighting for it. Here it is right here. But right there, number 5 had him, and he keeps going. Now watch this. Number 1 breaks down, and he just dives over top of him.
Noah West, the quarterback, trying to make the play from his strong safety position. Staying to the run, Kiesendahl shedded tackles. The quarterback trying to do it all, picks up a figure law 1st down to the 15-yard line.
They have to clean that RPO up a little bit more in there, but what an effort. He beats West on there, and then takes number 11 for a ride there a little bit. That's Riley Moore, the cornerback, coming back.
Coach Watson knows one at a time, 15-yard gain from his quarterback. All on the ground. Pedrazo up for 5. So big push now from the left side of that offensive line, doing the job.
Well, we know Ben Ostrowski, number 78, 6'3", 265-pound senior. He's the 3-year starter for them, and Coach Watson was relying heavily on him to be that offensive line leader, and he is. Number 68, Jamie Steiner does a pin and pull right there, right around Ostrowski. for a 5-yard gain. This is what they needed to do, Bob. If you said to me, Coach, what did they need to do? This is exactly what you have to do to counter it.
You need to do it quickly, though, inside the Kelly Mahindra red zone. Back to the senior who sat out the first series. Close to a first down. 3rd and 2 now.
Well, this is the spark they're going to need. If they punch this in the end zone right now, special teams are going to be flying. Their defense, here you go on the replay. Look, it's just getting in there. And at number 20, Carson Gibson put his head down, and he kind of got bowled over a little bit.
Almost 4.5 minutes off this clock. First possession of the 3rd quarter. Paupack trying to get on the board first and foremost.
Well, and we have all sides on the second tight end out there.
Here's snap, false start offense, number 88. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Well, 3rd and short now, turns into 3rd and long. Another mistake by the Buckhorns.
And that's what they can't have. They went from their power eye, they motioned to the right-hand side, the left tight end jumped.
Well, 2 downs. You can get the first about the 6. It's 3rd and 7, as you see.
Well,
so 2 downs to get 7, right?
Correct. I was just going to say that. You took the words right out of my mouth, Bob.
Pedraza has it anymore. He has the figure law first down, 1st and goal. Wallenpaupack from the 4. Gain of 8 for the senior.
That was just a straight give. There was the RPO. He just handed the ball right off to him, and it just seemed that North Pocono was delayed for that for whatever reason. And it wasn't by formation that they weren't sure about.
Well, again, time is not on their side. I know it's a long drive, and it is, but they need to get in quick. Pedraza, big hole, closes quickly. Can he power in? They say no, right at the 1 yard line. So gain of 2.
Oh, they just scored.
Oh,
the official came in.
Saw where the ball was, and they give him the Wallenpaupack touchdown. So we'll give him 3 in the touchdown.
Great job by the offensive line. You just saw number 68. He came into your view, and then he kicked out towards your right side of your screen. He did a great job kicking the linebacker out, opening up that hole inside for Pedraza to get his touchdown.
Gannon Decker's kick is up and through. 10 plays, 58 yards. Paupack on the board, but still down 21. We're back. Paupack with a 10-play drive, but took off almost 6 minutes off the clock for most of this 3rd quarter. Down 28-7 now. North Pocono will get the ball back.
Well, I know Coach Dolan told his team at halftime, look, we still have another 24 minutes of football to play. Don't let your guard down. So right now he's talking to his defense and making sure, look, guys, this can't happen anymore. He's going to put the ball literally back onto the offense's shoulders, make sure to see they can get another score.
So Doty, the line drive kick, takes a hop, goes through the legs of Riley Moore. So a chance for Paupack to pounce on it. Moore does a nice job just getting out of trouble and gets up near the 20-yard line. That could have had a disaster for the Trojans in 10. Instead, it turns into a positive.
Where's the ball now?
Flag down. Mike Serra, our referee tonight.
During the return, illegal block in the back, number 2 on the return team. Half the distance, 1st down, North Pocono.
Tomorrow is another nonstop all-day college football Saturday on Fox. Game 1 kickoff is at noon with 2 undefeated teams going head-to-head. Maryland taking on Ohio State. Then UFC Knights battle the Kansas Jayhawks. And at 8, it's TCU versus Iowa State. Get your fill of college football all day tomorrow, only on Fox 56.
From the 9, North Pocono, Wickheiser shoots through for 2. So the worst starting field position for the Trojans tonight. Let's see if they can put a drive together and take more time off this clock.
Well, we should see an energized defense right now because they've had a little bit more time to rest, to recoup. They run with their power play, which is a bread and butter North Pocono, Coach Dolan offensive play. They get a short gain on that. There was that kickoff return that got fumbled. He makes a great effort, but then there was a block in the back, which backed him right back up.
So North Pocono now needs to take off time. They do. 3 seconds on the play clock. They snap it. West pump. Still being chased and throws and hits Moore. Riley Moore near the 20. Let's see where they mark it. Close to the line to gain, and it will be a figured law first down. West with a nice pass out to Riley Moore.
Boy, you're playing defense and you're putting pressure on. You're almost at the quarterback. Look at that. He stopped, pumped, faked, and look at the pressure from 32 coming in. Again, relentless pursuit. Now watch, there's going to see 3 white jerseys. All of a sudden, he makes that catch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Buckhorns are starting to fly around. They've got some life in them right now.
There's a big series, I think, for both teams. If Wallenpaupack wants to get back into it. Movement up front. This is probably going to go against North Pocono. Not set.
Ball start offense, number 65. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
2 key penalties for the Trojans.
Good eyes, Coach Hyde. Good eyes right there. They called offsides on Ethan Menzel, the 6-foot, 240-pound junior.
So let's see what Coach Dolan pulls out of his offensive scheme. Pocono up quickly. A lot of time, though, on the clock. The clock is actually stopped, so that's the play clock. Wickheiser gets some of that back and more. Into the secondary he goes. Up near the 30. It's almost an 11-yard gain for Wickheiser. He's shot out of there.
He's having the game of the year for himself right now. Look at this. Great job. They run that counter tray, 57 and 65. Zach Hatala, Ethan Menzel again, lead blocking up through there. And Wickheiser, Bob, as you said, just shot through like a cannon. Cole West did a great job with the stalk block.
Wallenpaupack in there fighting. They're going to be about a yard short, so could bring up a 4th down. Just 1 yard on that. Wallenpaupack says they have the ball. The referee says down. So it is a 3rd down and 1.
Nice job by the Buckhorns blowing up that offensive line of scrimmage. Nowhere for the running back to really run. You saw that number 4 comes flying on the inside stunt.
West pushes. What a nice push from the offensive line. He picks up 2. It is a figure law first down for the Trojans. So they keep the drive going, but more important, the clock.
I mean, that was a great drive that Wallenpaupack came out with, but they're not a quick strike offense.
No.
They're going to grind it out like they did, and they finally hit pay dirt. Now that it's up to the defense from Wallenpaupack to get this series done right now. 3 and out.
15 minutes left in this game clock-wise, for Wallenpaupack, down 3 touchdowns. North Pocono trying to put this one away. Moore, jet sweep. He picks up 5 yards. You can see how far the offensive linemen are downfield already.
They're doing a tremendous job reestablishing the line of scrimmage. That was interesting. They've had 3 guys shift, then they had the motion, then they snapped the ball. Right there on that jet sweep. That's a bugger of a play, especially when you get a guy that can run like that, gets in there, he's twisting, turning, makes things hard for the defense to try to tackle him.
Jacob Labarani, you saw him come in. West overshoots Wolf, his tight end. Goes incomplete, stops the clock.
Well, that's the first time we saw the tight end into play action pass right there. good call. I like that. Always like that, being a former tight end guy.
So third down now for North Pocono as they were shifting players around. Saw Labrani come in late. And Coach Dolan finally gets the play, and he's watching the play clock too.
Oh, he absolutely. He's going to take as much time off as he can.
Well, it might be too much. How quickly they
Well,
come.
it was an incomplete pass,
Yeah,
so
so the clock
game
doesn't
clock's
run.
not running, but
Play clock is back to the ground to go. This time Wallenpaupack stands up. Is that Levery in there for a yard gain? So here comes the punt team for the first time tonight.
good job by the Buckhorns on this. They run that counter tray. That's the left guard, left tackle pulling. And the Buckhorns, they manage their gap responsibility, and then they add help from the linebackers and secondary to stuff that.
Magnata does the kicking. Nice high hanging kick. Pedrazzle back, makes the catch. No fair catch. Flags all over the place. Let's see who this is on. It'll be at the 27-yard line, but I don't know if it's on which team it's on, quite frankly.
I'm going to say I'm leaning towards North Pocono because you have to give the receiver a chance to catch the ball. And
no, I think it was on this side, Coach.
Was it?
The flags are right there at the 40. The ball was carded on the other side, so this may be a holding on somebody.
You sure you're not an official in disguise?
No, I'm good. Not yet. So Mike Serra make the call.
Return, holding. Excuse me, on the kick. 10 yards from the end of the kick. First down, Paupack.
Good news is Paupack gets the ball. Bad news is they're going to move it back 10 more yards.
Well, I don't. Yep,
was
right
on,
there.
Yeah, it was
we
on
just
the far,
saw 17, I believe, grabbed them from behind.
So a break for North Pocono. They're going to mark it off now. Should go to about the 17, excuse me. Still first and 10, though. So 2:03. So Wallenpaupack gets off the field after a short 8-play drive that took off about 4 minutes for North Pocono.
Well, if they can get one right now, that would be pretty sweet for the Buckhorns and make this more of an interesting game. I mean, it's a great game, don't get me wrong, folks, but when the score's tighter, you're going to see a lot better play from both sides.
Kiesendahl fights up. Let's see where they're going to make the stop about the 24, so 7 yards. And again, Wallenpaupack's got to get in and out quickly.
Pedrazzle's back in on this formation.
Might have to put the ball up in the air a little bit to get that quick touchdown.
But that's been kind of a bugaboo for Kiesendahl, that he's been forcing the ball in when he really shouldn't have. But
well, they get it out quickly, and it was just short. Couldn't get it to Pizzenti in time, so third down. That may be the things that Coach is talking about.
That's the tough part. You're sitting there, you got some rhythm going, and then when something like that happens, he just tries to force it a little bit too much. And Bob, you said he is their best athlete on the field. That's what your quarterback should be. And he's not a true quarterback, but he's given it everything he has for Doc Watson and the Buckhorns.
Can they convert this third down? They give it to Pedrazzle behind a big line. He does. He is up for a figure law first down to the 30. So stop the clock, move the chains.
Now, Dylan Pedrazzolo, it's interesting. He's only 5'8", but he runs like he's 6'2". I mean, look at that. He gets in there, he hits, spins, keeps his legs churning, just doing everything he can to help the team.
Coming up on the minute mark of the third quarter. Wallenpaupack scored on their last drive. 10 plays. Again, quarterback keep, 4 yards. Marsh with the stop. And the quarterback has to go over to get the play. Oh, now we have a flag, I think, on the sidelines for North Pocono. Maybe a sideline warning.
Well, it's the first one. It should be a warning, but
Well, one of the assistant coaches was giving it to one of the referees really hard, and they were going back
Sideline
at it. Yep.
North Pocono. That's their first.
Unless a coach really, drops curse words at an official, then it would be a penalty. But that was the first time. It's the warning saying, let's relax, do your job. You coach, let me officiate.
Well, the one thing is on the penalty, it stops the clock for Wallenpaupack. So they have the play in. And there it rolls. So Wallenpaupack, they go to the air. Kiesadal down the middle, overthrows his intended receiver, Holbert, and that's tough to do at 6'4".
We talked about his inaccuracies, and again, he's a junior. He's starting to grasp it. He's going to be so much better. It just puts a little bit more time in. That's all. And again, watch his footwork, watch his release, all those little things that we have to do as coaches to make him better.
So another key third down for the Buckhorns as we near the end of the third quarter. See if they go back to the run game. Kiesendahl read perfectly by Wickheiser. He was in the backfield, made the tackle, loss of 6, and Wallenpaupack will be forced to punt with 3 seconds left in the third.
Well, Kevin Wickheiser from his linebacker spot does a tremendous job reading. He saw the gap open up, and we say open the window, break it through, and he did just that.
So they'll roll the clock out, that will do it. Third quarter in the book, just one score was for Paupack, but the Trojans still lead 28-7.
Welcome back to Friday Night Rivals on MyTV. WQMY North Pocono leads Wallenpaupack 28-7. It's time now to introduce you to our figured law firm, Scholar Athletes of the Night. Every week we introduce you to 2 new athletes who then will compete with each other for a $5,000 scholarship at the end of the year. So let's get to tonight's Scholar Athletes. From Wallenpaupack, we have Erica Badner. Erica is a member of the tennis, basketball, and track and field teams, and she is the Executive Student Council Vice President and a member of the National Honor Society. She's in the Environmental Club and Athletic Council and a member of the band. Erica is also a Biddy basketball coach, and she plans on playing tennis in college and studying physical therapy after high school. From North Pocono, we have Gwendolyn Powell. Gwendolyn is a member of the golf, cross country, and rifle teams. She's a 4-time District 2 champion in golf and a state medalist. Gwen is a member of the National Honor Society and Student Council, and she volunteers in her community and at her church. She's also a dancer and a musician, and having performed at Carnegie Hall. She will attend Penn State University, where she will play golf. Guys, every week we get to honor all of these special student athletes, but it would be a mistake if I did not say we have to honor all the coaches too, because today is National Coaches Day.
Well, happy National Coaches Day.
Yeah, right at you there, Coach White, lacrosse coach. I was just thinking of the joke, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, practice, practice. And that's what Gwen has done.
Practice.
2 great kids.
Yeah. Again, 2 representatives, 2 outstanding students in the community classroom and on the field or course or wherever.
Well, I mean, those 2 young ladies, they're everywhere in their community, serving and just giving back, just trying to help their younger kids, to realize what it takes to be a great person. And they're high school seniors, and they've got the rest of their lives to go yet. They've accomplished so much.
So North Pocono trying to put this way on this drive on third down. Paupack can't get any leverage. West moves forward for a figure law first down. So now it's just a matter of running this one out if you're North Pocono.
And Coach Dolan's going to just do that. He's going to take every second off that he can. Look at that, good surge in there, and he was so patient in there with that read just to get that first down.
The offensive struggles continue for Wallenpaupack. Just 3 points last week against Prep, 7 just here on the board. Little different look, it's Lavery He comes up just past midfield. So the junior giving the senior a little break. No loss there because he gains 8.
Watch this cutback that he does right here. Stop and go. Whoop, right there. There it was. Now watch. Bounces off, and then he lowers his shoulder. Instead of taking the hit, he's given the hit, and he gains another 2 yards from that. What a great effort.
Back to the eye. Nice job on the left side. Figured law, first down, gain of 7. How about the offensive line on the left side of Talon and Menzel?
They're just dominating right now. That play, again, we talk about North Pocono's bread and butter. That's their power lead right in there. Fullback kicks out the defensive end. The pulling guard on that is Mason Richards, does a great job pulling up inside, sealing. They're just hitting on all cylinders right now.
And they couldn't take him down. So we have a timeout North Pocono as one of the linemen, I believe it's Hatala, taking the equipment off. It is.
Yep.
Taking a knee brace off. So that's an official timeout. It'll be first down again for the Trojans, trying to pick up win number 3 on the year. They'll face Scranton Prep next weekend.
Good confidence booster going into Scranton Prep. A very well coached, very great team up there. They do a nice job, Coach Gallagher and his staff.
So Shock has a hold of Lavery's jersey, pulls them back, so minimal gain. Second down now coming.
Isaiah Rodriguez also in there getting the assist on the tackle. A lot of Buckhorns are starting to show up now, but I don't want to say too little too late at this point, but they've got to start trying to strip that ball out, get something to go into their hands.
Yeah, no turnovers for North Pocono tonight, 2 interceptions.
And they've only punted once.
Yeah, and they punted once, yep. So, quick hitter to the fullback, Marsh, trying to spring him. Still now going to be 3rd and long.
Bob, you're right. They have punted twice tonight. Doc Watson just looking, sometimes as a coach, you're sitting there going, all right, what else do we have to do? It's not like you can pull out your magic bag and pull out his trick play that's going to work. It's just got to be execution. And right now, North Pocono is executing on all 3 phases of the game.
Back to number 5. Paupack there right in the middle. Kowalik in there. 3-yard gain. CJ Doty, the sophomore, also there. So 4th down.
Eddie Kiesendahl, the freshman from his safety position, also came in for an assist on that tackle, who's 5'8", 165 pounds.
So North Pocono will leave the offense on. A little bit out of range for Brady Mapes. Work the clock down, maybe even take a timeout here. We'll take a quick timeout. North Pocono up 28-7, 6:42 left in this game. We're back. North Pocono trying to put this game away, up 28-7. On 4th down, West is going to roll. And Wallenpaupack will hold. It'll be about 2 yards short. Paupack gets the ball back, trailing by 21. West didn't have anybody downfield. Wise thing to do, just take it out of bounds.
Correct. But the only thing, I'm sure Coach Dolan was like, I don't want you taking any unnecessary hits on this. But again, he just did, and that was a heck of a hit there by number 36, Zayden Schock.
Okay, so Wallenpaupack does get the ball, as you mentioned, not really a quick offense, but they need to score quick with 6:36 remaining. Kiesendahl will start from the shotgun. He'll little quick out, and the ball was short, so he's just not getting He's just not getting his hips through or something. You tell me what he's
Well,
not doing. Like he's not getting the ball to where it needs to be.
It starts with your footwork. And right there, he was backing up because there was pressure in his face from number 65, Ethan Menzel, the junior nose tackle. Just put pressure, beat the center, came in, and again, your feet aren't set, and you're just not going to have a good ball.
So Wallenpaupack, a 4-game losing streak coming in, trying to get anything. Pedrazzle shoots through, but about 4 yards short. Gain of 6.
Now, we have a North Pocono player down. I think it was Ryan Marsh that may be down. They just go with the RPO on that. Let's see who's in there. Yep, Marsh.
Yeah. Number 4, Ryan Marsh. Nope, he gets up. We're good to go.
Good for him.
Jet sweep. Vicente. Gain of almost 8. It is a figure law first down near midfield for Wallenpaupack.
It was brought down by number 1, Noah West. Gets a nice stiff arm on number 12 coming in here. Get off me. Chase Zimmerman, get away. But again, Noah West comes in, lays the hammer down.
Well, last week, Wallenpaupack only 109 yards rushing. They're going to be close to that. That was a season low. Giesendahl back, being chased. Just throws it up over the head of the intended receiver. That was the fullback, Aiden Pearson. Stops the clock.
Barry Griffiths, number 55, was putting pressure on him from his defensive end position. Nice job by the junior.
So Giesendahl's just a junior. Pedrazzle the senior, so they have a couple senior receivers they're going to lose as well going into next year. Back to Pedrazzle, the senior through, but well short of the first down, but inside Trojan territory. So 3rd and long now facing Wallenpaupack. Just 4 yards, Coach.
Well, we haven't seen any real play action from Wallenpaupack. Everything's been either from the shotgun, and you know, that's something that they're going to have to do, especially if Giesendahl is as good as an athlete as Doc Watson says he is, and you know, believes he is. Start using his talents that way.
From the eye, but well read. Carson Gibson, the junior, knew it was coming. He was in the backfield before Pearson. Pedrazzle could even hit the line of scrimmage.
I thought he was going to take the handoff. He just shoots the gap. Look at that. Comes right through the A gap. Lassos him, and then he gets help from, I'm trying to see the number there, folks. Number 31 doing a great job. Yep, Evan Wolf, nice job.
So 4th down, and let's call it the game pretty much for Wallenpaupack. And Coach Dolan's going to call timeout, set his defense. Paupack has not converted a 4th down tonight so far. Maybe we'll check out some district standings, some scores. How about a reader first? How about it? We're going to do a reader first.
NFL on Fox this Sunday starts at 4. Jalen Hurts and the unbeaten Philadelphia Eagles travel to Los Angeles to take on the Rams. Will Cooper Kupp suit up and take the field?
Yes.
And what does that do to the game?
That's what I saw.
Fox NFL Sunday, only on Fox 56. Go Birds.
Well, you know, as long as it was an Eagles promo, we're all right.
Yeah. I only got one negative response from last week's, and it was a Dallas fan that lives right next door to me. And we have a nice banter going on, and he stopped and he said, "You can't do that." So, Bill,
no, we're the one reading the promo. We can do that.
Well, I take full responsibility.
So the Eagles will be on. Dallas is on Sunday Night Football, so don't think you're missing them. They're playing San Francisco.
That's going to be a heck of a game, too.
Yes, it should. So let's go back to the field. 4th down for Wallenpaupack after the North Pocono timeout. Giesendahl back. back, set, has room, has a lot of room, pulls it down. He gets the figure law first down and more. Into the secondary. Trying to get to the end zone. He's knocked out of bounds inside the 10. 45-yard gain for Kiesendahl. And first and goal inside the Kelly Mahindra red zone for the Buckhorns.
Well, Bob, you mentioned earlier about Kiesendahl being a junior. Look at his running talent. I wouldn't be surprised next year if he takes over for Podrazils at the running back spot. But they've invested a lot of time in him at the Q. But look at that. So tough to bring down.
Power I. Pedraza left side in. Touchdown, Wallenpaupack. 3:57 left in this game. They cut the score in half. Maybe a little too late. We'll see, though. They'll send out the kick team for the PAT from Decker. Here's the
great job
touchdown.
from that power eye. They just come in, and Pedraza, that's what makes him so special, is that he's so elusive and he's quick.
So the kick is good, and we've had 2 touchdowns this half, Coach, both by Wallenpaupack.
Well, we know Coach Dolan right now, in the back of his mind, is thinking, hey, we led a team before going into the fourth quarter, and we ended up losing, unfortunately. I know he's emphasizing to his team, we've got to finish plays, we've got to finish the game.
So we'll check out the 3A standings. We see Prep and Western Wayne doing a job there. Western Wayne winning tonight, Prep also winning. So right now you would have to predict that they'll be in the district championship game. That'll probably be week number 2 of the playoffs. Hanover hanging in there and Lehman is losing tonight to Pittston area. So that's 3A. We have time for 2A.
And Scranton Prep 42-14 over Abington.
There's 2A.
There's 2As.
Yep.
Dunmore was handily winning.
Yep.
Riverside is actually losing 28-21.
Over Lackawanna Trail. Yep, that's a Division 3 game. Susquehanna hanging in there, so that should be a very competitive 2A playoff.
And Dunmore is put into Lakeland 42-0. So
again, we talked about it in pregame. Just joining us, this game's so important. These 2 teams right here on the field, outside looking in, not part of the playoff picture. Decker, the kick over the head, and this will be a touchback for Wallenpaupack. So the good news for them, they keep the clock from moving. Now it's up to the defense to get.
Now I think we're going to start seeing Wallenpaupack with that sense of urgency in the strip. They've been really, and I love it that they've been technically sound on their tackling, but now they're going to come in with that second and third guy trying to strip the ball out.
Well, North Pocono hasn't shown much offense in this half. They've run it a couple times. They did an 8-play drive, then they punted, but still they took 4 minutes off the clock. And that's what they want to do here. Can they work this ball down and put this one away for win number 3? On the first play, no, good job by the Buckhorn defense to stand Wickheiser up. No gain on the play. Timeout Wallenpaupack.
That was Zayden Schock in there, the first man in there to stop that. Stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
So 5A, Delaware Valley folks surging.
Yes, they are.
We always say they started 0-3, 3 tough teams. Now they won 4 straight. They're beating Wilkes-Barre tonight. We will see them next week against Valley View. That'll be a great game. Both teams going at it, and probably for the Division I title.
It will be. And Scranton, West Scranton, Coach Manetti's done a tremendous job down there. The kids are playing their hearts out. The ball just hasn't bounced their way. Pittston, same thing. Coach Barberi's done a great job there. His kid, he knew he was going to have a young team. Del Val, Bob, we talked about them every week. Everyone thinks, oh my God, they're 0-1, 0-2, 0-3. Well, they played some teams that no other team up here would want to play.
Grove, Harrisburg, and Downingtown East. No, West in, and good job by the defense stalking that out. Timeout, Wallenpaupack. Give them no gain on that. So Coach Dolan wants to just get off the field, have his defense step this one up.
Coach Watson, his defense is really doing a nice job this series. They need one more. The ball will come to them. They'll punch it in, hopefully, and then we're going to see an onside kick. And then buckle up, folks.
Well, Dallas put away Berwick. That's a final. Valley View beat Scranton 20-6. Delaware Valley big over Wilkes-Barre. Prep put 50 up on Abington. Trail and Riverside still battling in Taylor. Western Wayne beat Mid-Valley. Dunmore with a win. Pittston area wins. Old Forge shutting out Susquehanna. Good, nice job from Coach Schubeck. So on third down, give it to Wickheiser. That's the key right here. It's going to be well short. Timeout Wallenpaupack. 3:34 left, so not much time off, but no timeouts left. They'll have to punt this one away.
There's a power play. You see number 65 coming into your screen, doing a real nice job like he's done all evening. Again, I'd like to give a shout out to all those offensive linemen because they're the ones that get it done. They don't get the recognition, and they're okay with that. You got to be offensive linemen or a special breed.
Okay, if you're Coach Watson, are you going after the kicker, or are you just going to try to get a
stay
fair
off
catch?
I'd say fair catch, and that way you're going to have decent field position.
McNada, we saw his kick. He has good hang time, put it out there almost 35 yards.
And we saw Pedraza just had really laser focus on that one. The ball, he just caught it and got hit. So I wouldn't go after it because most of the time it's a penalty against the receiving team.
Play it safe. So they actually do play it safe. They will put Mark Nielsen back. Now he's coming up as North Pocono going to try to
hard count them,
call timeout. Wallenpaupack holding. Now if they snap the ball, that would be the shock. Right?
It would be.
Because
I think
Wallenpaupack would just be like, what just happened?
I think
both
these
guys
coaches
just snap the ball, right? They're not going to expect you to snap the ball.
Nobody would expect
would.
this Spanish Inquisition here, but yeah.
So North Pocono calls the timeout, a little gamesmanship between the two teams.
Good discipline on the defensive side from Wallenpaupack not to jump. He was really hard counting, really emphasizing getting that voice diction in there, but they didn't budge.
So next week, Dallas for Wallenpaupack, then Valley View and Scranton. We will see Dallas and Wilkes-Barre in 2 weeks. And we'll check out our schedule after the punt. We think it's going to be a punt. There you see the North Pocono cheerleaders.
Yep. 92's in there, their punter.
McNada. His third punt of the night. Nielsen is back. And a nice end over end, and a return coming for Nielsen from his 36. Trying to pick up a block, puts his head down and gets up to the 45. So good field position, at least for Wallenpaupack, with 3:21 left in the game, down 14. Okay, now here is the aforementioned schedule that you'll see on MyTV WQMY. Delaware Valley taking on our number 18 Valley View next week. And then we have Wilkes-Barre and Dallas. And then we'll end the season with the Shrine Bowl. Honesdale and Western Wayne, and Honesdale winning tonight, their 3rd straight win. Western Wayne also won this game, their game tonight.
Coach Russick really, showed a lot of patience and maturity in terms of being a young guy coaching. It's easy to get frustrated, and he did. He just believed, and the team's now believing in themselves, and they're reaping the rewards.
Okay, good pitch and catch. Keysendall and Pacente pick up 12 inside Trojan territory. Figure Law first down. Up quickly to the line they go. We'll take a look at the pass quickly.
Nice job with the...
We have time because they snapped it into the ground and took first down, so we have time to show the replay.
Just nice. They did a nice drag pattern with Pacente coming across. Cleared the zone. He was in between the linebackers and the defensive line, so that created that little gap, that little bubble that you look for, and really smart throw right there by Keystendall.
Now, do you do the same thing? You're trying to maybe put one up over the top.
I think they're setting. Doc Watson's got something set up here. They're still in their 2. They went trips open.
4-man rush. Down the middle it is. It's deflected. Tried to hit Holbert, his big receiver. Almost intercepted.
And it looks like North Pocono is playing what I would call a cover 4. They have four secondary guys standing at the line or the first down marker, and they're just going to let you get to anything in front, but they're not going to let you get anything behind.
Brian Fahey, the former West Scranton coach, now defensive coach up in the booth here, calling out the plays. So 3-man rush, 8 drop. They go to the middle, and it's complete. Pedrazzle out of the backfield has the Figure Law first down up to the 25. 18-yard gain. Called 17, not quite. They're going to spike it, and they do. 2:48 remaining. So 2 quick first downs for the Buckhorns.
Well, Coach Watson told his team at halftime, I would imagine, guys, there's 2 halves to a game. Let's play Wallenpaupack football the second half, and they've done that. They offensively and defensively, they really are starting to show that they're not going to quit. They're going to keep fighting to the very end.
So here come the Buckhorns, down 14 late in this one. Trying to put a push on. Keysendall back. Over the middle goes Pacente. Take it down quickly, short gain.
They did the tight bunch on the right side where Pacente was, and he just drug across right in front of the linebackers for a short gain.
So Keysendall has to come over to get the play, and they go into a huddle. So we'll take a look at this one quick.
There you go. There's that drag I was telling you about.
Marshall
right in front of the linebackers. Here
Marshall
we go.
the tackle. Keysendall under pressure. Has Holbert. Holbert inside the 15, dragging players to the 10. Figure Law first down. Clock will stop. First and goal, Wallenpaupack.
Nice job. See, now the sense of urgency that they're playing and they're executing, which is the most important part.
They'll spike it at the 11. So 11 yards for the touchdown for Wallenpaupack. There you see time on the clock.
Snap was just a tad bite high. Has time, scrambling around. Look at it. Nice ball. Good release. That's the thing that probably drives Coach Watson crazy. Keysendall right now looks awesome at quarterback. He looks comfortable back there. He's making good decisions, good balls. I mean, it's what he needs to do is start putting 4 quarters like that together and watch out.
Holbert, a very good baseball player, a senior. Power I they go. Are they going to stay on the ground? Nope. Keysendall lays it up for that big receiver to the corner. Incomplete.
Out of bounds, he said.
Riley Moore on the coverage.
He made that catch, but it was out of bounds. Great job, but Riley Moore covered him like a blanket on this one. So Power I, they're thinking the run, and again, steps up, throws that ball. Yep, he did catch that ball, but he was out of bounds.
You need 1 foot in high school football. So clock stops, 3rd and goal. Remember, they spiked on the first play. So they have 2 plays to get it in. Inside the Kelly Mahindra red zone. Keysendall, quick hitter.
Ooh.
Holbert taken down, no flag. Had that in his hand, but Riley Moore ripped him down. Nice.
And there is a flag, yep.
No flag. That's an inadvertent graphic. That's what we call it. So 4th and goal for Paupack. We'll take a look at this one as Wallenpaupack.
The ball got tipped. And then he just brought him down. I'm glad to see he hit on his shoulder as opposed to landing on his head.
Here we go, 4th down for Paupack. Kiesendahl, look quick out. Not sure, no blocking out in front. Wolf makes the tackle, and that will do it. North Pocono holds Wallenpaupack 7 yards short, and now they can just run out the clock and pick up win number 3. So Nielsen kind of on no man's land, not much blocking out in front.
And the way they were playing their secondary, again, they're going to let everything, they're going to give you the shorts and they're going to converge on the ball. They did that real well.
So Wallenpaupack will drop to 2-5 on the year with 3 tough games remaining. North Pocono has prep next week, trying to fight for a playoff spot. No timeouts left, so just 3 snaps coming. West will take a knee. And how about with the west-to-west combination? All in the first half, North Pocono controlled.
And Wickheiser did a tremendous job running the ball, getting 2 touchdowns, and setting the precedence for the Trojans.
Yep, really the offensive line did a fantastic job in that first half, controlling it, as you said.
They reestablished the line of scrimmage, and they were opening things up for the running backs. I mean, don't forget about Brady Lavery in there doing a nice job too.
So the defense holds Wallenpaupack. Even a late surge by the Buckhorns. They couldn't get anything in, so under 1 minute to play. And great job by the referees tonight. Want to give a shout out to them during referee week. Great job by the coaches on National Coaches Day. What else did we miss?
The brothers.
And
lots of brothers,
and
we saw
out there. Yep.
fathers and sons from the officials to the coaching staffs.
So big family affair. North Pocono happy he'll pick up this win. And we thank Dr. Powell and Jamie McHugh, the athletic director, for having us. Everyone in the booth, we take their spots.
Yeah, the coaches.
We enjoy coming to North Pocono. Good game.
It was.
Tail 2 halves, really. North Pocono didn't do anything in the second half, but they really didn't have the ball much.
And they didn't really need to because they had control of the game.
So Amanda will try to get our players of the game, give our FNR plaque to the Trojans of North Pocono. And back to work for both teams on Monday. 3 weeks left in the regular season already. Nice crowd on hand. So final thoughts before we get the players?
Well, final thought is great job by North Pocono getting another win, getting 1 step closer to the playoffs. The rest of the season is an uphill battle for them. They're going to be fighting tooth and nail to stay alive next week against a potent Scranton Prep. Wallenpaupack, on the other hand, right now they're going to be, looking back at that first half and saying, guys, we're better than this. Look at the missed tackles. Look at we didn't execute on offense. We shot ourselves in the foot. These are all fixable things. So that's the positive part that Doc Watson and his staff is going to relay to their team.
Let's go down to Amanda with the players of the game. Amanda.
Congratulations, guys, on a great game tonight. How good does that win feel?
It feels great. Just to come out here and compete with the boys and get a win, there's no better feeling.
What were some of the keys to the win in tonight's game?
Oh, definitely our line. They stepped up big, had holes for me all night long. I'm really proud of them for that.
A big win. Looking ahead, how can you use this game for momentum for next week?
Oh, it definitely builds momentum. It builds confidence, too. I think it's just a good energy booster for all of us in the locker room and to keep pushing forward as the season goes on.
What was Coach's message this week to your team?
You know, we've been on a losing streak. You know, nobody likes that, but you got to keep your head up. You got to keep fighting every day, every practice. We got to get better. And, you know, that was something that we stuck with us and showed it here tonight.
Congratulations, guys. But before I let you go, I have to ask, what is it like connecting with your brother out there? First time you guys are on a team together. He's only a freshman. So what's it like for you?
It's a really special feeling, you know. It's something we grew up playing in the backyard. So, you know, just to see my parents and family up there, too, to be able to see us playing together, it's such a special feeling.
Guys, congratulations on a big win.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Guys, back to you.
And the west-to-west combination did pull off a touchdown. So, again, backyard ball. They know where each other's at, and it kind of worked in the first half. They didn't need it really in the second half. The alma mater playing here now for North Pocono during the big win. And we'll tell you next week, again, mention it again, Delaware Valley on a roll. 4 wins in a row. Valley View holding on there. A big Lackawanna Division I matchup should be for the conference. The winner of that has a very strong chance of winning the division before they head on to the respective programs.
And that's just, I mean, what the two valleys going at it like that, that's going to be a great game next week. Bob, I'm sorry that I'm missing that one for my
Oh, that's right, I forgot.
My niece is getting married next week down in Lancaster, so I apologize.
I actually forgot too. I forgot. Oh, we have a special guest coming in the booth.
Yes, you do.
Yes, we do. So we'll announce that next week. So final score here. Happy Trojans. They win number 3 on the season. 28-14 the score for the entire Fox 56 sports crew. Great job by our camera people, producers, directors, audio, replay, and graphics. Doing a nice job.
As they always do.
For Amanda, Jan, this is Bob saying so long from Moscow.
You're watching Manuka Subaru Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by USA Metal Roofs on MyTV WQMY.